The people who are watching wherever you are, namaste. Happy Wesak Day. For some of you who don't know what it is, we'll give you a short talk, including the Four Noble Truths and Eightfold Path. So let us start. Let us start. Okay, Wesak Festival Meditation. So the festival commemorates the Lord Buddha's birth, death, and enlightenment. Okay, so massive amounts of spiritual energy comes in. It's actually one of those times where a massive amount of frequency comes into the world for exactly 8 minutes, and if you can harness it, that energy can be used for spiritual development, can be used for healing, can be used to blessing your projects, blessing your loved ones. All right? So, it's a present living event, sacred ceremony which takes place each year between the Buddha, the Christ, and the united spiritual hierarchy. Now, for some of you who are new, just like you have a physical government in your country, wherever you guys are watching, there's also an inner spiritual government. The good news is the inner spiritual government, there's no politics. They all get along. You get my point? So, this spiritual hierarchy, based on what we're told, every year they show up in a certain place in Tibet, in a certain valley. You have disciples that travel there physically, and they're also, according to what we're told, again, I haven't been there, that when people are very, very sensitive, they could actually see beings of light going to that area, going to this ceremony. Now, regardless of you go there or not, energetically, you can link up to it and still benefit from it. Yes? All right. So according to the teacher, he said there is a definite effect of the spiritual experience of the Wesak meditation regardless of the ability of the brain to comprehend and register it. How many of you notice sometimes you're meditating, you come back, you go, it was a good experience, but I don't remember anything. Yeah? Or sometimes you get up in the morning, you have this dream, yeah, it was a great dream. What is it? I don't know. But it doesn't mean it didn't happen. See, one is the experience, the other one is the brain and your nervous system's ability to register it. I'll give you an example. Many, many years ago, I remember I was at home, and I told my wife, I'm going to sleep in the guest room. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it. So I went over there. I remember laying down. In the middle of the night, I saw a flash of light. Of course, being an engineer, I go, oh, man, there's cars going by. It's hitting the blinds. So I was going to get up and close the blinds, thinking it's a light coming through. It was the weirdest thing. I could get up. You know, you almost felt like you're frozen. And this went on for who knows how long. So I got up in the morning and go, man, that was the weirdest experience I've ever had. A few months later, Grandmaster Cho came to the United States, and I was talking to him. I told him the experience. I said, Master, you know this weirdest thing? Got up in the night, felt like I was being electrocuted. I was turning the lights off, but I couldn't do anything. He started laughing. I said, you know why? That night was exactly the time of the Wesak Festival. Now let me give you a little backstory. I was a devout Southern Baptist. So could you imagine what went through my head? Right? I wasn't open to these things when I first started. I was an engineer and a devout Southern Baptist. I was thinking some of the stuff we're doing here is from the other side. So when I told him that, you know what he told me? He said, just because you don't believe it does not mean that your soul did not participate in the meditation. Your brain might not have registered it, but that's the physical element. The spiritual element within you, which is connected to your spiritual school, your spiritual teachers, participate whether you like it or not. I'll give you an example. How many had this experience? You get up in the morning, after sleeping the entire night, you wake up in the morning exhausted. Then you realize, yeah, it felt like I worked all night. I just don't know where. Here's another one. Your body slept all night. You get up in the morning, you go, I know I studied something, but I don't remember anything. Then you show up in a class, you read a book, you go, hey. Or you meet somebody in the class, and you start talking, it feels like, I know this person. And then they start talking, and guess what happened? You go, wow, this feels familiar. Who's been there? It is only the body that sleeps. So when the body sleeps, the soul goes to one of two places. One, service. Two, inner schools. Even though you don't remember it, doesn't mean it did not happen. It just simply means your brain and nervous system has not yet been tuned to that frequency. It's just like if I have an AM radio, I'm not catching FM signals, yes? It doesn't mean there's no FM signal. It's just the hardware cannot catch the signals. Make sense? So these things about the Wesak Festival, we are participating actively because we know about it. But I'm sure there's a lot of souls out there who have no clue what this day is. They just go, hey, today just feels good. There's just something going on. Because the body and the brain might not register, but the soul is participating. How are we doing? Now, the benefit of spiritual teachings is you know the event, you know what it does, you participate, you harness it, and use it for something. That's why you guys are here. All right, let's keep going. So, the Wesak full moon is the most powerful full moon of the year. According to one astrologer, it's almost impossible to validate this. According to him, I heard this long time ago, if you sit down and meditate, let's say for half an hour, if you do it during a full moon, it's as if you're doing the meditation for several days in a row. So if it's meditating for 30 minutes, it's just like you meditate for 5 days in a row. You add up the amount of energy you generate, 30 minutes, 5 times. You get the idea? Now, in all the full moons of the year, there's 3 super powerful full moons. The one before this one, the one after. The one before is to prepare you. Now, according to that astrologer, he said if you did the one before or the one after Wesak, the energy you generate is maybe equivalent to you meditating for a week or 2 weeks every day. If you catch this one, according to him, if you're doing the same meditation and spiritual practice, the energy your aura and your chakras generate is as if you're meditating for a month. Come on, you guys. If you're lazy, you know which one to catch. The same amount of time, that's much energy you generate. You get the idea? All right, let's keep going. So, ancient geometric pattern to pull down the tremendous amounts of spiritual force and energy. So today, when we do this meditation, by the way, we're not the only ones doing this. During the full moon meditation, the Wesak Festival meditation, millions of people are doing it at the same time. That's why it's so powerful. Okay, not too clear. Let me do it this way. How many of you notice when you're praying or meditating at home by yourself, it feels good. But when you do it in a group, it seems to be more intense. Why? Because when you're doing it by yourself, your spiritual connection increases, just like the pipeline enlarges. If you do it in a room like we have almost 400 people in this room, and who knows, thousands of people out there, just imagine when you're doing meditation, each of your pipelines widen. At some point, it almost merges as one gigantic tunnel. So there's a compounding effect. You get the idea? Now, you're not the body, you're the spiritual self using the body. So somehow, if you can tune into that part of you, that you are not the body, that you are an energy being that can connect to all energy beings, guess what? It's as if you and I are together with millions of people in a humongous, gigantic, I don't know, auditorium. There's nothing that big. Anyway, super huge, so the amount of energy coming down is even more intense. So one of the things we're going to do today when we do the meditation is, as Grandmaster Choa guides us, before anything else, he will go to the I am affirmation. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts. I'm the soul, I'm a spiritual being, divine intelligence, love and power. I'm one with my higher soul, I'm one with a divine spark, I'm one with God, I'm one with. That affirmation pulls your consciousness out of the body and links you to every spiritual being. So it's as if it's a huge, gigantic network. Who understood that? So that's what we're going to do today. And if you want to make it even more powerful, there's a way of channeling that energy a certain way. So a lot of people who are doing this, if they've been taught by Grandmaster Choa, where they have it in their area, just like we're doing here, there's going to be 5 people in the center, in a certain formation. And then there's 7 people around them, and there's 9 people around them. Oops. So when the energy pours down, it goes to the 5 people, it's spread to the 7, and like shock waves, it spreads out like that. That's that. Then, one time Grandmaster Choa said, when 7 people are meditating together, the equivalent energy you generate is as if you have 100 people doing it separately. Now, what if you have several million people meditating at the same time? How much energy do you think collectively we all generate? What if we direct all that energy to blessing the earth, blessing countries, blessing people in need? Do you think you might affect some change? That's why this festival is so important. Every single year, humanity is given an opportunity to pull this hose down and just bless the earth. That's why we never miss this one. Clear? The effects of the meditation, evolution of the soul. As you participate, spiritually you evolve. Purification of the vehicles. When you talk about vehicles, for example, okay, follow me, move your arm. Okay, that's good. I know you like doing it. Okay, what are you doing? I am. What's being moved? Who's moving it? Who's the mover? What's being moved? So essentially, some guy or gal is moving the body. If the body disappears, does the mover disappear with it? It's just like if I push a chair, I'm pushing the chair, correct? I'm moving the chair. The chair is being moved, I'm the mover. If the chair disappears, the mover doesn't disappear with it. So essentially, the soul, the spiritual self, is called anima in Italian, where the word animate came from. So when the spiritual self or the soul enters the body, it animates the body. When that animating factor pulls itself out, the body is dead or inanimate. Who got that? So the spiritual self, the soul, is the mover. So the way to look at it, if I get in the car, I'm moving the car, which is the vehicle. Who got that? So if I'm the mover, the car is the vehicle. The soul uses the body, so the body is the vehicle. You good? So during that meditation, since there's such a massive amount of spiritual energy coming down, energetically, it purifies and breaks up negative thoughts, negative emotions in the different vehicles or shells the soul uses to move around. How we doing? Okay, let's keep going. Generation of good karma. The law of karma says what? Whatever you throw out will hit you back. Right? So what does I think we have time for this. So if I drop this, what law did I demonstrate? Gravity. If I don't want to hit the ground, what do? I have to introduce an equal and opposing force to deflect or divert this item, yes? Okay. So let's say, because of ignorance, we've done a lot of dumb things in the past. So because of that, there's this law of karma that says whatever you plant will hit you back. Yes? Watch. So it's called the law of gravity, isn't it? Or is it called the opinion of gravity? It's called the law of karma, not the opinion of karma. You and I don't believe it, it doesn't care. Here's the good news. If karmically something bad is supposed to happen, that means it's like the law, something's going like this. If you're able to generate an equal and opposing force, you will be able to divert it and prevent it from going to its full course. Who got that? So that said, since we do not know what dumb things we've done, we do our best to generate good karma by doing good deeds. And what more good deeds can you do when you get together with millions of people, become an instrument to bless the earth with peace, with love, with healing, and all the goody stuff? You get the idea? So that's why this is an ideal time to generate a lot of good karma. In fact, after we're done, a lot of you feel very, very peaceful because a lot of the negative thoughts, negative energies we planted before are disintegrated. As you wish someone well, karmically it comes back to you as good thoughts. How we doing? You still awake? Next one. Blessing of projects. You know, this is one of the things in pranic healing that Grandmaster Chua specializes. The use of energy, not just for spiritual development and healing, but also to manifest the things you want in your life. So what we do after every meditation, especially this one, we have you line up all your projects, things that you want, better relationship, better health, better this, better that. After you're packed with so much energy, as a group, we pour the energy in. Good? All right, let's keep going. So according to the Tibetan teacher, the Holy Master Dwalko, he said, no cost is too great to pay in order to be of use of the hierarchy, the spiritual government, at the time of Wesak festival, no price too high in order to gain the spiritual illumination that can be possible. Simple question. What is illumination? Somebody shining a spotlight on you? What is illumination? Why do people call it enlightenment? How many ever heard that word before? He's enlightened. What's that mean? You have a flashlight all day long? It's as simple as this. This spiritual self that is moving the body is made of energy. Not electrical energy, not ordinary energy, but spiritual energy. So the soul is spiritual energy with consciousness. This E, this energy, is not the same as E as, who's that smart guy? Einstein said. Einstein said E is equal to what? Help me out. The spiritual self, the soul, is spiritual energy. Energy with no M. No mass. Since the soul has no mass, it's pure energy, the closest thing to it is called light. Who speaks Spanish? What is carne? Meat or flesh? So the soul, in order to learn lessons, has to thank you. It has to take on a shell that allows it to move in the lower worlds. So this light, this spiritual light that has consciousness, is what you call the soul. However, since we're so busy, so attached to the material things in life, our awareness is so focused on things that are tangible, we have spiritual amnesia. We forget who we really are. So when you do meditation, what do? You try to immobilize the body, yes? You try to make the room quiet. You make sure there's no physical thing to disturb you. Then at some point, emotionally, you notice it's calming down. You notice the mind is quiet. I have a question for you. Who is observing all these things? You're observing the body is not moving. I don't feel my butt in the chair. I notice emotionally, don't feel anything. Mentally, there are no thoughts. Who is the one observing all these things? The spiritual self, the soul. So at that level, you start realizing, wow, so peaceful, so quiet. At some point, some of you even feel like you're floating. So at that point, you have a certain level of enlightenment, meaning you had a certain realization you are a being of light. So that's why there are many stages of enlightenment. Who got that? So instead of using enlightenment, they use the word illumination. During the Wesak festival, since there's so much spiritual energy coming down, in that short meditation, you're able to experience a deeper level of understanding who the I am really is. That's why it's good that you guys are around. It gives you that opportunity in a short time to reach a higher level of what? Enlightenment or realization. Who understood that? Kind of, maybe, sort of? Okay, good enough. Shall we? All right. Let's talk about the Four Noble Truths. So, according to what we're taught, before the Lord Buddha left the body, he gave strict instructions that every single year, these teachings have to be given again and again and again. The question is why? Because we forget. Because life happens. Now, Grandmaster Cho took it one more level. You know what he said? Do you notice that all these avatars and great spiritual teachers throughout the ages, they pretty much teach the same thing? Why? Because humanity learns it. At some point, what happened? It degenerates. Another teacher has to be sent to bring him back up again, slap him around, give him the same teaching, and the next one is slap around, next teaching again. Some of you feel like you have to slap around, right? Yeah, Joseph was here yesterday. I got to use that language. Anyway, let's continue. So, the Four Noble Truths. There is suffering in life. What are the origins of suffering? This origin can be ended or overcome, and the way to end suffering. Now, one of the easiest way to understand the Four Noble Truths is like this. It's like a doctor, a physician. Someone has an ailment. So the first thing you're going to do is, this guy's sick. What's the cause of that sickness? If you're a doctor, would you like to know these things? Of course. So you go, okay, this is the ailment. What are the causes? What caused this ailment? I want to cure this ailment, and how do I cure it? With what medicine? So suffering is the ailment. What causes that suffering? What causes that ailment called suffering? This ailment can be cured, and what's the medicine? Who understood that easily? Yeah. When I learned it from the teacher, I go, wow, I've been reading a lot of books. You explained it in 2 minutes? Super clear. Let's go into the details. Now, if you want to go in more traditional way, they call the Lord Buddha the great physician for healing suffering or curing suffering. Now, the word dukkha is the American word, I can say this publicly, S-H-I-T. Okay, so next time before you cuss, you go, dukkha, then you're good. All right? Now, interesting, if you speak Tagalog, from the Philippines, the word they have, we grew up, what word we used to use for extreme hardship? Dukkha, same word. Okay? Suffering, when somebody is in extreme hardship or poverty, there's extreme suffering. So, let's go to it in detail. So, first noble truth is life all suffering, or is there suffering in life? If all life is suffering, then there's no point in teaching the causes and how to end it and eliminate it. Isn't it? It's a complete waste of time. You're screwed. I mean, you're stuck. All right. We have a world audience, I have to. Next. Origins of this suffering. Number 1. Enslavement by unwholesome desires. The key word is unwholesome. How many of you have heard in some Buddhist tradition, they say the cause of all suffering is desire or attachment? So you're telling me, if you love God, you have the desire to serve God, that causes suffering? If you love your children, that's suffering? It's unwholesome desire, not desire itself. So you see, when people become fanatical, they make a broad brush as it's all attachment or all desires. Then they become, they go, what the heck am I supposed to do? But in reality, it is enslavement by what? Unwholesome. So when you say unwholesome, seeking God, having good health, long-term relationship, that is a good desire. Causes of suffering is not desire itself, but the unregulated, unwholesome, excessive desire. The American term for that is addiction. Okay? There you go. Excessive attachment to persons, drugs, sex, gambling, coffee, Starburst, M&Ms, whatever. Okay, let's move on. The second cause of suffering, unrealistic expectation that the favorable situation will not change. Who's already had that experience before? So you think everything is going to be all right, so you don't have a backup plan, you don't have an exit strategy, you don't have a contingency plan. Because you think everything's going to be okay. When things are not okay, what happened? So, let's move on. Let's talk about it. Permanence is not possible because life is governed by 3 C's, 3 laws. Law of change, what is it? Cycles, consequence. Okay, let's start with change. Everybody knows this. Change will always be there, correct? So that's a law, easy. Second one is cycles. There are different seasons, astrological cycles, financial cycles. If you remember in the Old Testament, remember Joseph was interpreting this dream by the Pharaoh, 7 fat cows and some skinny cows. Basically, he said, there's 7 years of prosperity and then 7 years of famine. There is a cycle. A bank opens at a certain time, a bank closes at a certain time. There are cycles in life. The wheel turns, you're not always on top, you're not always in the bottom. Who understood that? Common sense. Let's talk about the third one. What you call the law of consequence is the cause of karma, or the law of cause and effect. Now here's the fun part. You see, to most people, they will say, I don't have control over the law of change, which is true. I don't have control over the law of cycles. From spring, it goes to summer. Summer, and then autumn, and then winter, right? I can control that, which is true. And for most people, if their spiritual teacher did not share it, they also feel like there's a law of karma. I can't do anything about that. But in reality, of these three, the third one is the one you have control over. Interested? Not interested. So let's go through it. If you look at this chart, leave it in this chart now. You'll see the letters A, B, where's the C? Okay, A, B, C, D, E. All right. So let's say a person's life starts at the bottom. They're not doing so hot. So they're at A. And, suddenly they have the breaks. Things are finally improving. So as their life improves, they get to B. And they say, oh, everything's great. If they don't know the teachings, they just say, oh, everything's great. But the law of change says what? Will you always be there? The law of cycle says, are you always going to be on top? So that means you will go downwards, correct? Mm-hmm. So when they get to C, it's like, now what? All right. Then they get to the bottom, the rock bottom, now being crushed. Then they have to wait. Then what? Then hopefully, because of law of cycles and law of cycles and change, it goes up to E and go up to F. Who got that? Now here's how you use the law of consequence. You're at A, you go, I'm not going to be here forever, but I'm not too patient. I don't want to wait. So I know things are going to change. I know I'm not going to be at the bottom. Let me give money to charity. Let me do good works. Let me help other people. So it acts as a propellant to speed up the process. Then you get up to B. Then you go, okay, everything's good. But I know this is not going to last forever. At some point, the wheel will turn, things will change. So while things are good, I have money, I have good health, I'm going to use this time and invest, karmically invest, give money to charity, be kind to people, develop good relationships. Because I know this is not going to last forever. Who got that? Then, sure enough, the law of change, the law of cycle says it's going to go downwards. Here's the good news. Because of your good karma, the drop is not going to be as fast. And when it goes to C and then goes to D, even if you get to D, because of the good karma you already have, you're not going to be crushed. It's like a cushion. Who understood that? In other words, if you help a lot of people in your time of need, karmically somebody will be there to help you because you invested when things are good. Who understood that? All right, let's go back. So what will happen is this. When you're at the bottom, you say, it's okay, I just follow the same thing I did earlier. Things are not doing great, but since I did good earlier, I'm going to give a little more to charity. Since things are not doing that well, I just devote my time helping other people. Who got that? So because of that, this arch going up will go up faster. Then at some point, it goes up. You're now at F. So look at my hand. It's kind of hard to show there. You started here. It goes up. And you go, oh, I better do what I'm supposed to do. Things are good. And since because you have good karma, even if it drops, because it will drop. Law of change, law of what? Cycles. It will drop. But because of your good karma, it doesn't plunge. It goes like this. And because of the good karma you have, it'll go up quicker. Who got that? So that going up is longer. Times of good times, you stay there longer, the drop will be shorter. You did not mess with the law of change. You did not mess with the law of cycles. All you did is mess with the law of consequence. Who understood that? So if you look at the image, you started at A, you follow the simple rules, there's law of change, law of cycle, over a period of time, you still end up, if you look at this image at B, you started here, you end up here. Sheer genius. When I was listening to the message talk about it, I go, it makes sense. What other people, they just let life toss them around and, oh, I had the brakes. Nope, not a good day. In your case, you're actually the captain of your own ship. And the only thing out of the three that you can change is which one? The law of karma, because that's the one you have control over. Who understood that? Okay, let's keep going. Now, the third noble truth. Now, before we do this, what's the first noble truth again? There is suffering in life. Number two, what are the causes of suffering? Unregulated, unwholesome desire. Second one, unrealistic expectation that things will always be the same. Now, you know, I tried this one time. Any of you have kids? You notice the first few months the baby cries, and if you're not too strong-willed, the next time the baby goes, ah! And after all, it drags it for another 6 months. And I remember the doctor said, don't pick her up. She will get, what is it? That she gets used to you picking her up, so never sleep through the night. Easier said than done. Any parent? So I remember it's about 3 months, you know, the kid's still crying, and you want to pick her up and feed. So I'm in the bed, I'm going to pick up, because I have the night shift. Right? I want to get up, but she's crying, go, there's the law of change. She cannot cry forever. This too shall pass. I was literally doing that. I said, she cannot cry ever. And sure enough, she quieted down. See, it works. All right, let's move on. Third noble truth. Dukkha or suffering can be overcome. Overcome or overcame? What's right English? Oh, that's the right English. All right. It's something like this. This is one of those things that when I heard it, I realized why the last 20, 30 years before I learned it, things were difficult. I hope I can convey this to you so that you can also benefit from it. You cannot control what other people do. True or not true? Somebody could just get up in your face, scream and yell, and do something stupid. What you control is your response to it. If someone insults you, you can get them bit pissed off, scream and yell, and talk to the next 20 people for the next month of how this guy insulted you. So what you just did is took that suffering and dragged it for a whole month. Who got that? Or, as Master Cho said, he goes, if you think about it, you go, you know, maybe this person is going through a difficult time. Maybe he has a certain psychological ailment. Maybe he, you know, had a bad childhood, whatever. So you say, okay, I'm not going to let this person affect me for this long. I will forgive him, I'll bless him, I'll move on with my life. As soon as you do that, that suffering ended. Who got that? Or you can drag it for the next year, for the next 20, 30 years of who has hurt you, and you tell every person you can think of who hurt you and all this stuff, and you suffer the next 20, 30 years when he could have ended the very first week. Who got that? I wish I knew that. So that's why this suffering can end. How fast it ends is in your hands, if you're willing to take it. Who got something out of it? Somebody insulted me. I could sit there, man, that person, that son of a this and daughter of that, blah, 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 whatever. Or I could just say, God bless you, go away. Right? Let's move on. Noble truth number 4. How to end that suffering. So let's have a short review before we get the Eightfold Path. This part is very fast. What's first noble truth? There is suffering in life. Number 2, what are the causes? Number 1, unwholesome, unregulated desires or attachments. Number 3, second one, unrealistic expectation that things are always be good. Actually, unrealistic expectation that there's permanence. Okay? And what's number 3? This suffering can end. And as a footnote, depending on what? What is your response? And the last one, how to end it. So how to end it is called the Eightfold Path. All right? So let's just go through this quickly. The Eightfold Path. In reality, this Eightfold Path is divided into 2 parts. How many parts? 2 parts. So in Arhatic Yoga, we have this virtue called accurate perception, correct expression. What is it? Accurate perception, correct expression. In other words, you observe what's going on, observe it properly, and you interpret it properly so you know how to respond to it. Without the first one, the rest don't matter. So take a look. The Eightfold Path, the most important one is the first one. You mess up the first one, the rest don't matter. True or not true? Number one is the right viewpoint. A certain situation happens, you have to assess what is actually going on. If you don't get that right, you would not know how to think, you would not know what to say, you would not know how to act. Who got that? Okay. So right viewpoint is the most important part. So if you're writing this down, right viewpoint consists of two things. Careful observation and what? Correct interpretation. How does that work when you're emotionally upset? How do you observe? You don't observe, do you? Isn't it? When you're emotionally upset, what happened to your careful observation? Out the window. And how do you interpret it? Everything is bad. So that's why you'll notice there's some people in your life, when there's a crisis, they keep it together. There's some people, when there's a crisis, they lose it. Who knows what I'm talking about? I have an inside tip for you. It's directly connected to one of your chakras. This one. The Ajna chakra is what differentiates the person who holds it together even under extreme circumstances and keep going compared to another person who just loses, gives up, and go crazy. What happens is this. When you're stressed out, when there's a situation happens, the solar plexus goes. But somehow, some people, they keep it together because this Ajna chakra controls this one. They're able to keep it together, observe what's going on, and say, okay, I know things are exploding, things are not good, but let's see what we can do. How can we make the most of it? It's this chakra here. Right viewpoint. Are you guys still awake? All right, let's keep going. So if you have the right viewpoint, then you would know right thinking. From right thinking comes right speech and right action. Now, a lot of you who have studied Buddhism have studied, the Lord Buddha said, everything comes from the mind. Now, Master Cho took it one step further, and he said like this, repeat after me, thoughts are the seeds. Your speech and your actions are what you harvest. In other words, if your thought is the seed you've planted is wrong, the speech would be wrong, the actions would be wrong. Who got that? So this is very, very important. The right perception of something will determine what words come out and what actions you take. So that said, right viewpoint, right thinking, which will lead to right speech, right action, behavior. Now, right action, a lot of right actions put together, you have right livelihood. Make sense? If you have a bunch of right actions put together and you do it day in, day out as a routine, it's livelihood. Let's keep going. Next one, right spiritual effort with one-pointedness. All right. There are different interpretations of this. We'll just make it quick. In Arhatic Yoga, in Pranic Healing, we have the 5 virtues taught to us by the teacher. I'll just go to it quickly. It's in all the books. It's in a lot of the videos that we put out of Master Choi's teachings. So it's as simple as this. First one, loving kindness and non-injury. Repeat it to me. Loving kindness and non-injury, thoughts, words, actions. Easy, yeah? Second one, generosity and non-stealing. Okay. Third one, honesty, non-lying. Fourth one, constancy of aim and effort, non-laziness. Last one, moderation, non-excessiveness. Okay. So when you talk about right spiritual effort, you don't just say, it feels right, I'll do it. Oh, it doesn't feel right, I'll do it. Because just because you felt something is good or bad would not be a good criterion to decide whether something is helpful or not. So the way Master Cho did it, and this is basically like a summary of different teachings, is you follow these 5 virtues, it's a way to have right spiritual effort. Clear? Anyway, tonight is just a short summary, so I can go to all of it. It'll take the entire day. But you get the idea. Right spiritual effort is what? Following certain guidelines on your spiritual practice. Okay, next one. Awareness. Okay, what is right awareness? How many had this experience before? You're already hurting somebody's feelings and you're oblivious. Right? And then when they get upset, you go, "What? I didn't know you're upset." And they go, "Well, you just ignored me for the last 2 hours." "I did? Who are you?" No, I'm kidding. Okay, it's something like this. When it comes to spiritual practice, it works something like this. Repeat after me. Inner reflection and firm resolution leads to awareness. Awareness leads to transformation. Okay, let's do it like this. If you did not know that you messed up, would you try to change? You wouldn't, would you? So how would you know you messed up before somebody tells you or you have the consequence of it? The only way to do it is to go into meditation and think, okay, in that relationship, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? As you go back and do that reflection, you go, you know what? Those words I used were too harsh. So next time, I'm going to use kinder words. What you just did is you did inner reflection, yes? Made the correction so that when a similar situation comes up, you'll do the right thing. So just imagine the way we were taught to do is every morning or every night, you do an inventory of yesterday. Okay, yesterday, what are the good things I did and what are the screw-ups I had? Yeah, yesterday I was walking and then I was in a hurry. This guy's in the way. I told him, "Get out of my face, you jerk." Okay, that's not the right words to use. So next time that happens, I will just kind of say, "Excuse me," and walk across. That's something as simple as that. So what will happen is, next time the situation is there, you go, you know, this might happen again, so I'll do the right thing. Okay, I lost you. Let me put it this way. In Buddhism, there are different levels of awareness. Are you okay, interested in this? I have like 15 minutes, so I'm going to use it. Okay. How many had this experience before? Let's start from the worst one. The lowest level of awareness is none. Right? You're oblivious. You screwed up. You had no clue. You keep doing it. So something better is you messed up. You go, "Oh, I can't believe I did that." At least there's remorse and a certain push within you to say, "Okay, I'm not going to do it again." Who's been there? It's good, but not good enough because the damage was done, the mistake was made. Yes? What's better would be, as you're making the mistake, you catch yourself. How many had this experience? You're doing something really dumb and stupid and you're watching yourself do it? That's the higher self says, "Hey, buddy, stop it." You go, "I'll do it anyway." Who's been there? And then afterwards you go, "Oh, I can't believe, I knew it, I had this feeling." Yeah? Now, if you partially listened, at least the damage would have been minimized because you caught yourself. Let's have a review. No awareness, awareness after, awareness during. Yes? What's better is before the mistake is made, you know, I'm going to meet this person. I know I don't like this guy, so I know the minute he opens his mouth, I want to bop him. So I realize there is that tendency. I'm going to bless him. I'm going to visualize he has flowers in his head and he's smiling. So when I meet him, I'll be kind to him. What's the point? The awareness is such that you know a certain situation will trigger you to make a mistake. So by doing inner reflection, you're able to prevent yourself from that mistake. Who got that? But without the inner reflection of looking at yourself and being honest, say, "Hey, buddy, you screwed up," you keep making the same mistake. So that's the meaning of right awareness. Now, something even better is like this, which I don't think you're interested in. Let's do this again. 0 is no awareness. Something better is awareness after the fact. Better is the awareness that you're doing it, so you stop yourself, yes? The other one is what? Before you make the mistake. What's even better is that tendency is not even in you anymore. How many had this experience? You have a friend that says, "You know, since nobody is watching, I'll just take that thing from the store and they'll never miss it." And you go, things like that never even crossed my mind. That means the seed is not in you. So part of spiritual development is practice is to purify the soul so much that those tendencies are removed so you don't have to try to be a better person. It's already part of your spiritual DNA. What do thou thinkest? Okay. Make sense? Let's keep going. Last one. Right oneness. I got 2 minutes. Done. Okay, yeah? No, I'm kidding. Right oneness. Right oneness is like this. A lot of people, when they practice oneness, they go like this. They're walking down the garden, their feet touching the ground. I'm feeling one with nature. It's good. Then sometimes they're meditating. They say, oh, I'm oneness with the air. All that is wonderful, but it should not be the objective. The first objective is oneness with your true self, your higher self, your spiritual self. Because when you experience that you are the spiritual self, then the spiritual self control the body, not the other way around. Let's do this again. How many have ever fasted before? Why? No food? Okay. See, for the ordinary person not on the spiritual path, they fast for cleansing. Yes? To the spiritual practitioner, a high reason is I fast because I want to tell the body who's boss. I don't want to get up, go to the gym, but I'm going to tell my body to do it because I control the body, not the other way around. That is spiritual control over the body. Who got that? So as you start doing meditation, you start to have a real deeper awareness that this body is just the shell I'm using to learn certain lessons. So when you have that oneness with who you are, you start to be able to control your body, your emotions, and your thoughts. That's the first step. The higher step after that is to realize that you, the spiritual self, is one with God. That is the objective. Not, I'm feeling the grass and I'm one with the grass. Grass. Okay. I was just stretching. Okay. Anyway, so to finish it off, that's the Eightfold Path in a short synopsis. So I hope in this short talk you realize the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and take that information, meditate on it, learn from it, and connect with God, connect with the higher soul. Yeah? Anyway, thank you very much for learning and listening. Teacher's lesson. So here's what we're going to do. The ones who are watching, we're going to take a 15-minute break. If your body needs to go pee and do whatever else you need to do, go do it. We'll start again in 15 minutes. The ones who are watching will come back and do the intense Wesak Festival meditation. We'll be here sharp, 15 minutes. See ya. Thank you.
Okay, we'll be starting in 4 minutes. Please get in your seats and get situated. 4 minutes. Okay. Please make sure your cell phone is on silent or vibrate. Last check. Let's start shutting the doors. Please get in your seats.
Okay, you guys ready? Does he show anything on the screen? What is he showing? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, you want some extra advice to make the most out of this? So during the silence, try to really let go. Just imagine like you're a balloon, just letting it go You don't care where it goes. You know why? A lot of times when you let go and part of you is thinking, you're pulling yourself down. Who understands what I'm talking about? You know, at that point, the meditation would have taken you to a certain level. When it says let go, just really, really let go. That's the only time you can really experience merging with the light. Okay? Let's see. There's some people not here yet. Could you look around you? Are those empty seats? Are they invisible beings? What? Oh, they're here. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. Yeah. All right. Reshma, people beside you? Jimmy, are they coming back? Oh, bathroom was backed up? Oh, but they're guys. I just realized I was streaming to the entire world about the bathroom. What's so bad about it? They pee. Okay, at some point in the chanting of the Om, do not chant the Om. Just listen to the Om. Master Cho will chant it. And you just follow. Clear? There's still a few people not here yet. We'll just wait. Anyway, we have time. We have another 2 minutes. Okay, there's still some people coming in. Why don't we try something like this? Could you follow me? Press the center of your palms. Okay, visualize your head in front of you. Go like this, just like you did to your partner earlier. Try to feel the size of your spiritual cord. Say, my spiritual cord. Okay? Right, I want you to remember that so that later on, after the meditation, if you want to, you can compare what the meditation did for you. Clear? One more. Shake your hand. Put your hand like this. Imagine yourself in front of you. Just say, the love aspect within me. All right. Remember that feeling. Click your hands. Say, the will aspect within me. Okay, compare. Then just say, the intelligence aspect within me. So just like you've heard the Trinity, there's love, intelligence, and will. That's also in you. One of the benefits of the Great Invocation, which is the part of the first prayer we're going to do, is it awakens. What? It awakens and balances the love, intelligence, and the will or power aspect in you. See, as the energy flows through you, it has a triggering effect. Clear? So when you do it, just allow yourself to be super receptive, let the energy flow through. So in the process, not only are you generating good karma, it's creating inner transformation. Right? We good? The people who are watching, put on your seatbelts.
let us start. Put your two hands together. Raise it upward. To the Supreme God, we thank you for your blessing. To Lord Mahaguruji Meling, we thank you. To Buddha Kuan Yin, we thank you. To Gautama Buddha, we thank you for your priceless blessings. To all the great, great ones, we thank you. All the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, we thank you all for your priceless blessings, for divine light, for divine guidance, love, mercy, inner healing, physical healing. We thank you for the inner strength. We thank you for the divine help and protection. We thank you for the blessing of spirituality and abundance. We thank you. Put your hands on the crown with lots of gratitude. Asana with lots of respect. Heart with lots of love. We thank you in full faith. Five-pointed star. Imagine golden light connecting your forehead to the forehead of the other members. Now, the circle of seven, imagine a golden light connecting your forehead to the forehead of the members, forming a circle. To the circle of nine, imagine a circle connecting your forehead to the forehead of the other members. For the rest of the group, just silently say, spiritually, we are one. We are one. We are one with all. We are one with God. There is only oneness. Shall we start? You may chant with me. Raise your hand in blessing position. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the mind of all people. Let light descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, Let love stream forth into the hearts of all people. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the wheels of all people, the purpose which the holy masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. Be still, be aware. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of all people. Let light descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of all people. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the wheels of all people, the purpose which the Holy Master know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. Be still, be aware. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of all people. Let light descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of all people. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the wills of all people, the purpose which the Holy Master know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where evil deals. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. Be still, be aware. We will be doing twin hearts meditation. The 5-pointed star connect to the heart chakra. The circle of 7 connect to the heart chakra of the members, forming a golden circle. The circle of 9 connect to the heart chakra of your members, forming another bigger circle. We will be chanting together. Mani Padme Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Bless the entire earth with peace. Bless every person, every being with peace. Where there is hatred, let us sow love. Bless the entire earth with peace and love. Where there is injury, pardon. Bless the entire earth, every person, every being with peace, with love, and with forgiveness. Where there is despair, hope, doubt, faith. Bless people who are having difficult time with hope, with faith. May they have a better life. Where there is darkness, light, sadness, joy. Bless the entire earth, every person, every being with light and joy. Especially those who are depressed, those who are in pain, those who are suffering. May they be blessed with light and joy. So be it. Oh. of your crown. Be aware of your hands. We will be chanting together. From the heart of God, let the entire earth be blessed with loving kindness, with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and peace, with goodwill and the will to do good. So be it. From the heart of God, let every person, every being be blessed with divine love, with warmness and sweetness, with tenderness, with inner healing, inner beauty, with divine bliss and divine oneness. So be it. Be aware of your crown, your heart, and the center of your palms. We will be chanting again. Mani Padme person, every sentient being in all 8 directions, above and below, in the lower world, middle world, and higher world, be blessed by the Supreme God, by all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by Buddha Sakyamuni, Buddha Kuan Yin, Bodhisattva Meiling, by all the holy gurus, holy masters and saints, by all the archangels and holy angels and spiritual helper. May every person, every sentient being be blessed with compassionate, purifying light. With soothing, healing energy. May all be soothed of their pain, suffering and sorrow. So be it. May the mind of all sentient beings be blessed with divine light, with divine guidance, with understanding, with wisdom and discernment. So be it. May the heart of all sentient beings be blessed with divine love, with warmness, sweetness, tenderness, and with compassion for all. So be it. May the will of all sentient beings be blessed with divine power, with inner strength to do what is right and to refrain from unwholesome actions and behavior. So be it. Blessings be to all. Imagine a point of light on top of your crown. Look at the light Feel the light. The light is very blissful.
Lower your hands.
It is ecstatic. Look at the light. Be aware of the stillness. Look at the light. Look at the light. Oh. Just mentally chant, don't verbally chant. Look at the light. Be aware of the light and stillness. Om. Be aware of the light and the stillness. Om. still, be aware, and let go. Gently return to your body. Move your fingers and move your body. We will be releasing the excess energy. Let the entire earth be blessed with light, love, and power, with peace, with harmony, with progress, with spirituality and abundance. So be it. Let the whole of North and South America be blessed. So be it. Let the whole of Brazil be blessed. So be it. Argentina be blessed. So be it. Belize be blessed. So be it. Canada be blessed. So be it. United States of America be blessed. So be it. Caribbean islands, so be it. Chile, so be it. Colombia, so be it. Costa Rica, so be it. Cuba, so be it. Dominican Republic, so be it. Ecuador, so be it. El Salvador, so be it. Guatemala, so be it. Honduras, so be it. Mexico, so be it. Nicaragua, so be it. Panama, so be it. Peru, so be it. Puerto Rico, so be it. Uruguay, so be it. Venezuela, so be it. Let the blessing of God, the blessing of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Buddha Sakyamuni, Buddha Kuan Yin, Bodhisattva Meiling, all the great spiritual teachers and spiritual helpers, may all these continents and countries be blessed. Let the whole of Europe be blessed, so be it. Italy be blessed, so be it. Germany be blessed, so be it. Austria and Switzerland be blessed, so be it. Belgium, so be it. Bosnia and Herzegovina, so be it. Bulgaria, so be it. Croatia, so be it. Cyprus, so be it. Czech Republic, so be it. Finland, so be it. France, so be it. Greece, so be it. Hungary, so be it. Ireland, England, Scotland, so be it. Lithuania, so be it. Netherlands, so be it. Poland, so be it. Portugal, so be it. Russia, so be it. Slovenia, so be it. Spain, so be it. Turkey, so be it. May the blessing of God, the blessing of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the blessing of Buddha Sakyamuni, Buddha Kuan Yin, Bodhisattva Meiling, the spiritual teachers, the spiritual helpers, may Asia be blessed. So be it. Let Philippines be blessed. So be it. Let India be blessed. So be it. Indonesia be blessed. So be it. Japan be blessed. So be it. Hong Kong be blessed. So be it. Korea be blessed. So be it. Malaysia be blessed. So be it. Sri Lanka be blessed. So be it. Thailand be blessed. So be it. Bhutan be blessed. So be it. Kazakhstan be blessed. So be it. Let the blessing of God, the blessing of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the blessing of Bodhisattva Meiling, Buddha Kuan Yin, Buddha Sakyamuni, and all the spiritual teachers and spiritual helpers, may the whole of Middle East be blessed. So be it. Iran be blessed. So be it. Israel be blessed. So be it. Jordan be blessed, so be it. Lebanon be blessed, so be it. Oman be blessed, so be it. Syria be blessed, so be it. United Arab Emirates, so be it. Let the rest of the whole of Middle East be blessed, so be it. Let the whole of Africa be blessed, so be it. Let Ghana be blessed, so be it. Kenya be blessed, so be it. Mauritius be blessed, so be it. Nigeria be blessed, so be it. South Africa be blessed, so be it. Togo be blessed, so be it. Benin be blessed, so be it. Lebanon be blessed, so be it. Egypt be blessed, so be it. Morocco be blessed, so be it. The rest of Africa be blessed, so be it. Let the blessing of God, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, may they bless the whole of Australia and the Oceania, so be it. New Zealand be blessed, so be it. Fiji be blessed, so be it. And the rest of surrounding countries be blessed, so be it. Let the entire earth be blessed with light, love, and power, with peace, with harmony, with progress, with spirituality, and with abundance. So be it. May every person, every family be blessed. So be it. May all sentient beings be blessed. So be it. May all the archangels and holy angels be blessed. So be it. May all the holy gurus, holy masters, and saints be blessed. So be it. May let the blessing of, may God bless all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. So be it. Buddha Sakyamuni, Buddha Kuan Yin, Bodhisattva Meling, so be it. May every person in this room and their families and their loved ones be blessed. So be it. As their heart desire, so be it. Be still, be aware. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all your objects, all your wishes be blessed. So be it. Om Mani Padme Hum. Release the excess energy. Blessings be to all. May all be blessed with good health, happiness. May all be blessed with waves of love, waves of joy, waves of divine bliss. Blessings be to all. The blessing of God may all be blessed by God, by all the great Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by Buddha Sakyamuni, Buddha Kuan Yin, Lord Bodhisattva Meling. So be it.
So be it.
Blessings be to all. Put your two hands together. To the Supreme God, we thank you. To all the great Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, we thank you. Buddha Sakyamuni, Buddha Kuan Yin, Lord Bodhisattva Meling, we thank you. All the holy gurus, holy masters, and saints, we thank you. All the holy gurus, all the archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, we thank you. Crowned with gratitude, asana with respect, heart with love, we thank you. Maintain your stillness. Enjoy the waves of bliss, the waves of love, the waves of divine ecstasy. May you be blessed with divine oneness. May you experience oneness with the infinite ocean of light, oneness with the infinite ocean of love, oneness with the infinite ocean of bliss. In the name of the Supreme God, so be it.
So be it.
Still be aware. The session is ended. Peace be with you. We do hope that you enjoyed the meditation. Have a nice day. Put your hands together
So
on
pull
your
out
heart.
your projects that you
Raise
want blessed.
them high above
Have
your
it in
head.
front of you.
Repeat after me. To the Supreme God, to the Divine Father, Mother, thank you for your priceless blessings.
So just raise your hands. Just
For
say we are
divine
one.
light,
We are one with God. We are
divine
one with
love,
all. There is only oneness.
divine guidance,
Okay. Now
for
just put your
divine
glass of
mercy,
golden light to all your projects. Visualize them all
inner
manifesting
healing,
properly.
physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice
As your heart
regularly.
desires, so be it.
Thank you for the divine help and protection, for illumination, for abundance, for prosperity. Thank you. Lower
Thank you.
your hands slightly. Silently say to Master Chwakoksui, Lord,
Keep going. Some of you might feel that energy is being drained out of your hands. That means those areas need blessing. Keep blessing your projects. Just let the energy flow through you. May your heart's desires materialize properly, so be it. Everybody okay? You want an extra dose? Raise your hand. Look at your projects in front of you. Just say energy level. Okay, now press. Alright, remember that, huh? Okay, put your hand down. You don't have to do anything, just be receptive. Now check it again. Press. How's that feel? A little bit more? Okay. Okay. So you can enjoy the peace, the bliss. What we'll do is the people on the platform, we're gonna go down. So any of you, if you like to come up and sit for a few minutes, just enjoy the energy. Then we'll just kind of rotate like this, if you want to. Okay. So thank you, all of you, for participating. Let's give them a chance to, get barbecued a little bit. Get some energy. Oh, the live stream. Oh, thank you very much for joining us at Namaste. Have a great time. Have a good day. Namaste. Bye. Bye. Okay, there you go. There's a